Patrick, tell us more about this request for help from Juba and how is it likely to be received by Khartoum, since we know this is a contested region?
Yeah, Beatrice, the Abyei issue is one that is really very complicated. The reason is that because Abyei is, of course, rich in oil, and both Sudan and South Sudan claim it. That is one. Number two, in the recent past, we have seen a lot of issues of violence in the area. And now this call coming from the residents of Abyei is a challenge for South Sudan, because if at all the South Sudan's government is to deploy troops in the area, definitely this would not be welcomed by Khartoum, because as we said earlier, the place is claimed by both countries. And not only that, in the past 5 years, there have been some developments in which relationship between Sudan and South Sudan have been improving. And for that reason, even the current peace agreement being implemented in South Sudan was majorly mediated by Sudan. And now South Sudan is also a mediator in the Sudan peace process, which is still ongoing. Implementation is ongoing, but also there are holdout groups that are still being convinced to join the Sudan's peace process. So South Sudan is a mediator. Therefore, any deployment by South Sudan to Abyei will be a problem. However, what analysts told us here is that what South Sudan could do is to actually deploy troops within South Sudan near Abyei to arrest the security situation, because what is happening majorly is conflict between communities, and these communities are armed. So if South Sudan could create a buffer which it could control so that armed civilians don't cross from one area to another to go and attack the other, then at least the situation would be addressed.
Well, Patrick, so how exactly is the situation now in Abyei, and what is fueling those tensions?
Yeah, the situation in Abyei for now is again calm, but this is how it has been. There have been attacks, and then people are killed, some people are injured, and then it calms down a bit, and then again you hear of another attack. The reason as to why the tension is there between these communities is because of a small piece of land, basically, is known as a net. This is a place that is a market, and the problem started because of tax collection. Who is supposed to collect tax there? And it magnified, and it became a community problem. One community says this is their ancestral area. They only gave the other group who came from Abyei because they had run away, they were IDPs, and therefore they don't have a right to collect the taxes. And then the issue magnified and became a big issue. And now what is happening is that even though the security forces are a bit there, they are not many, what is happening is that a few groups of armed youth would cross to the other side. For example, the group from Twitch would cross to Abyei, go and kill people, burn houses, come back, and then again the armed group from Abyei would sneak, cross, and also kill people the other side. So this is why the conflict is dragging on and on, because people are armed, and a small conflict becomes a big one, especially once people are killed, then revenge killings come in. And then another thing is the problem of lack of rule of law. There is no proper court of justice, nowhere to take these people so that when perpetrators are got, they face some kind of justice. So a whole chain of really problems that is making this problem to just continue going on.